What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the mutant Nick Walker, who continues to fire shots at all of his competition who are gonna be there at this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro. And indirectly, he's sending a very clear message to Martin Fitzwater because Martin is currently top 4 in the world. And unless Derek Lunsford, he also decides to jump into this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro, Martin is gonna be Nick Walker's biggest competition. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with Nick Walker believing in his abilities. But the thing is, on the flip side, people are already doubting him that he cannot beat Martin Fitzwater. But Nick Walker himself doesn't really care about that. But that being said, he has to go into this show thinking that he is absolutely gonna dominate that show. Because didn't he just say that Martin cannot even touch him at his best because he was unable to beat him while he was at his worst? Now, it is a bit disrespectful towards a guy who just finished top 4 in the world, because no matter how good of a package Nick Walker brings, it's just not gonna be an easy win for him. And I have got to say, it isn't gonna be an easy win for Martin either. And we have to keep in mind, Martin has improved tremendously since the New York Pro last year, the last time both these guys went up against each other. And the fact is, we aren't even looking at Martin that we saw at the Olympia last year. He's most definitely gonna be even better and more improved, and this update speaks for itself. So, whoever wins this show, it is gonna be a close call. The good thing is that Nick Walker is also 100% logged in, and he has a clear-cut plan that he's gonna bring that mass monster, the freak factor, and he's gonna play to his strengths, which is bringing monstrous amount of muscularity, because that is his only chance, beating a guy like Martin. So, what are your expectations about this upcoming matchup between Martin and Nick Walker? I think this is gonna set the tone for this upcoming Miss Olympia later this year. But do let me know what you guys think. Guys, Mr. Olympia Signature Series is now live on hostel.com. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% discount and click the arrow below to check out all the hostel products. So the Pittsburgh Pro 2025 keeps on getting better and better. And this time we are gonna talk about Classic Physique division, because Carlos Deoliveira, a former men's physique Olympian from Brazil, he has just announced that he's going to be making his Classic Physique debut at this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro in 14 weeks time. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, keep in mind, we have the likes of Terence Soffin, Josema Beast, and Michael the Bull already confirmed for this Pittsburgh Pro. And all those names are top Olympians. So this is going to be a great lineup even for Classic Physique division. Now, Carlos's Classic debut, that is gonna be a much anticipated one, because ever since he announced that he's switching over to Classic Physique, he has made some tremendous amount of gains, and the man keeps on improving. So having a background of the men's physique, that allowed him to have chisel abs, which is also gonna help him in Classic Physique. And the man just has that unique quality when it comes to having that skin quality, the very thin skin texture, and the muscle bellies. His chest, his shoulders, and his arms, they are top notch. And him signing up for Pittsburgh Pro simply means he is ready to test his physique against the best of the best in the world. So it is gonna be really interesting to see how he compares with the top guys, because on his own, he looks so damn awesome and very classic by every standard and from every angle. Antoine Vaillant just posted an off-season physique update, weighing over 310 pounds and rocking a real dad bod. Now he's carrying more body fat than we are used to seeing on him, or what we are used to seeing on the IFB pros in this current day and age. But keep in mind, he has a family, and he won't be able to compete for a very long time now, because the man is a veteran of the sport. He has been competing for more than a decade now. So Antoine is about to start this transformation, and based on the final look of this transformation, he's gonna make that decision whether he wants to step on the stage this time or not. Now, Antoine looked at his career's best last year at the Arnold, Ohio, and there was a high chance that he would have made it to the Olympia stage last year if he continued to compete in different shows after the Arnold. Now, the Arnold last year had a crazy lineup too, and Antoine, I believe, was 7th in that show. But his conditioning, his posing routine was off the charts. Now, Antoine is a much more experienced IFB pro than most of these top pros right now, most of these top Olympians, except for one, Brendan Kerry, and maybe he would have won more shows if there wasn't a break in his career because of the addiction, and then because of those couple of bicep injuries and then later he had a heart problem. But coming back to the top level of bodybuilding and qualifying for the Olympia, not once but twice, that is a great achievement. And he did that even after 2 bicep tears. So do you guys want to see Antoine back on the stage this year? Guys, Deoliveira is offering a massive discount of up to 70% right now. Use the code Fazi10 to get 10% extra discount. So this moment right here from Derek Lunsford's 4 weeks out YouTube video from this year's Arnold, that is all you need to know, to know what Derek's mindset is gonna be going into his first ever Arnold. Now Derek believes that his best is gonna be the best physique in the world, and I do believe Derek got a lot of disrespect after dropping to 3rd place in his first Olympia title defense, and this is only gonna motivate him more than ever to put every single ounce of his energy into this prep and bring his all-time best in less than 4 weeks time. Look, if you have been following Derek's journey, even if you do not like his physique, you have to admit that there wasn't a bit of lack of effort on Derek's part. While prepping for the Olympia title defense last year, he followed what he was told by his coach, and sometimes things kind of go sideways. So it is almost a guarantee that Derek is gonna be a lot better for this upcoming Arnold compared to what we saw at the Olympia last year. He's probably gonna win both the back shots, and it's gonna be really competitive even in the side shots because he has great detail on the side of his legs. And I keep going towards that C. Weinberger comment that even he had no idea what would have been the results of the Olympia last year if Derek showed up the same way as he did for the Olympia 2023. Now again, I'm gonna say people are underestimating this guy a lot, and that is gonna be a big mistake because Derek is one of those guys who has the ability to shock the entire bodybuilding world in 4 weeks time. So Justin Shier was one of those guys who was previously being coached by Matt Jensen, and it took a long time to announce his new coach, and it is Justin Jacoby, the same guy who coaches Tony Burton.
Something along those lines. I do have a new coach. So I'm going to be working with a good friend of mine, Justin Jacoby. He's a Camp Jansen coach, so there's some familiarity there.
So thankfully he gave a chance to a different coach than Stefan for this year. Now Justin Shier returning to the stage after more than 1.5 years gap, as the last show that he did, that was the Olympia 2023, where he did not place as per his own expectations, and he decided to take a very long growth phase, a very long off season to make sure his back matches up to his front and he brings up his lagging body parts. Now he plans on doing Chicago Pro, and that is the same show where he got his first pro win and also made his pro debut, and some other shows in that same timeline. And if Justin brings a bear back to the stage, I have no doubt that is gonna make his way back to the Olympia stage this year. So not many IFB pros out there can claim that they won at their pro debut, but Justin Shier can, as he won Chicago Pro back in 2023. Now he has some of the best proportions from the front, with those big sweeping quads, great vacuum, and some of the biggest arms in the business, and very chiseled abs, great vacuum. Now it is all gonna come down to how much he has improved, especially from the back, since 2023. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.